stick out for me. I hope. I saw Lewis a couple of times on that tape. On the slideshow, and I didn't get to hard Lewis like I meant to. We were I got a couple times on my bed. It comes to John. No, that's Robin. I'm not Bryan. Ben. I'm sorry. But on the here's where it goes. He goes, quit, give up, you're being, they shout and plead. There's just too much against you now. This time you can't succeed. And as I start to hang my head and find the fair's face, my downward fall is broken by the memory of a race. And hope refills my weakened will as I recall that scene. For just the thought of that short race rejuvenate my being. Let the phone call. Seventh race, young boys, young men, how I remember well. Excitement, sure, but also fear. It wasn't hard to tell. They all lined up, so full of hope. Each thought to win their race, or tie for first, or if not that, at least take second place. And fathers watched from off the side, each cheering for his son. And each boy hoped to show his dad that he would be the one. The whistle blew, and off they went, young hearts and hopes aflame. To win, to be the hero there, was each contestant's largest aim. And one boy in particular, his dad was in the crowd, was running near the lead and thought, my dad would be so proud. But as he sprinted down the field, across a solid dip, that little warrior thought to win the race, lost a step and slipped. Trying hard to catch himself, his hands flew out the race, and meet the laughter of the crowd, he fell flat on his face. So down he fell, and with him hope, he couldn't win it now. Embarrassed, sad, he only wished to disappear somehow. But as he fell, his dad stood up and shut his anxious face, which to the boy so clearly said, get up and win that race. He quickly rose, no damage done, behind a bit, that's all, and ran with all his mind and might to make up for his fall. So anxious to himself, so anxious to restore himself, to catch up and to win. His mind went faster than his legs. He slipped and fell again. He wished that he had quit before with only one disgrace. I'm hopeless as a runner now. I shouldn't try to race. But in the laughing crowd, he searched and found his father's face. That steady look that said again, get up and win the race. So he jumped up to try again, 10 yards beyond the last. If I'm to gain the yards, he thought, I've got to run real fast. It seeming everything he had, he regained 8 or 10. But trying so hard to catch the lead, he slipped and fell again. Defeat, he lay there solidly, a tear dropped from his eye. There's no sense running anymore. 3 strikes, I'm out. try. The will to rise had disappeared. All hope had fled away. So ever upon, no, so far behind, a loser all the way. I've lost so what's the easy thought? I'll live with my disgrace. But then he thought about his dad, who soon he'd have to face. But get up, an echo sounded low. Get up and take your place. You are not meant for failure here. Get up and win that race. With more will, get up, it said. You haven't lost it all. For winning's not more than this. To rise, each time you fall. Each time you fall, sorry. So up he rose to win once more, and with a new commit, he resolved that win or lose, at least he wouldn't quit. So far beyond the others now, the most he'd ever been. Still he gave it all he had, and ran as though to win. 3 times he'd fallen stumbling, 3 times he rose again. Too far behind the hope to win, he still ran to the end. They cheered the winning runner as he crossed first place, head high and proud and happy, no falling, no disgrace. But when the fallen youngster crossed the line, last place, you would have thought the crowd gave him the gratitude, for finishing the race. And even though he came last, with that bit low and proud, you would have thought he won the race to listen to the crowd. This is one short page. And to his empty sail he said, I didn't do so well. To me you won, his father said. You rose each time you fell. And now when things seem dark and hard and difficult to face, the memory of that little boy helps me in my own race. For all of life is like that race, with ups and downs and all. And all you have to do to win is rise each time we fall. Quit, give up, you're beaten. They still shot my face. But another voice within me says, get up and win that race.